People. I need a trim up. You already know. Once you're born, it's a march towards maturity and then old age, and then eventually back to the universe. Because we are all part of the creation, right? What do you believe in it? Judah Lion Lifestyle TV. Yes. You already know, giving thanks, praises to be alive and well. And at my therapy, I like the other location better. But yeah. So if it's your first time coming across this channel, you already know. Show some love. Click the subscribe button and like and share, because I'm always coming with pertinent information, important information. Here's the deal. I don't know if you guys seeing the rhetoric going on between, especially coming out of Russia, man. Putin threatening nuclear war. Why they have to use nuke? If there's gonna be a war, you already know you ain't the only one on the block with the big stick, man. So if you use yours, we're gonna use ours. What's gonna happen to life on Earth, man? I just can't understand these people. You got conventional weapons that won't cause mass casualty, mass calamities, extinction event level type stuff. Use them. Go there with go in the open sea, go in the open land, away from civilians, and go at it, man. Y'all ain't gotta involve the civilians in it. Go at it. Army against army. Right? And may the best man, best equipment win. That man is crazy, man. That man is nuts. Everything he talks about, nuclear war. You think you're gonna survive it either? You might got the world's largest, but we got the second largest stockpile. You gonna survive it? So you want to bring us back to the dark ages, sir? Just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. All right? Rope in, people, rope in. Stock market crashing this morning, but whenever the stock market crashes, it's always a great time to buy, folks. Yes, just saw on the news Putin threatening. I don't see America threatening to nuke anybody. Why is it always Russia? I mean, America is false and stuff, but you ain't never heard no American president. Why that guy thinks the only thing he can go for is, he can't be compromised, it can't be reasoned with, you know. It's not your way or the highway, sir. It may be in your country, but you can't force that on the world, right? And we need peace in Israel, in Gaza, and we need peace. We need peace every bumper clock we're on earth, right? All human beings deserve to have food, shelter, and clothing, and a peaceful environment in order to advance in life. Yeah. Threatening nuclear war, man. Right? I just don't like it. I've been in war. Thank God Saddam Hussein did not have weapons of mass destruction, because I don't think I would be here based on what I deployed with in Iraq. Deuce and a half, man. No armor. They turned on a machine gun on my convoy, we would be dead meat. They took us, that guy, that colonel, took us to Iraq. And I guarantee you he was in a striker. Or Bradley, yeah, Bradley. Right? Which had better armor than the one the supply guys is rolling in. Yeah, that's crazy. All this war and destruction thing, man, going on, It's for the birds. We only got one planet. We only have one planet. So when you mess it up now, Mr. Putin, what are we where you gonna live? Where's your country gonna live? America's full of shit, right? And some of the leaders, including the current one, full of shit. But at least he's not threatening to nuke nobody. He's not threatening to bring on World War III. He's not doing that. Why are you? You know? See one person that's coming out talking about nuclear war. You can comment, like, share. If you're not subscribed, go ahead. Subscribe. Make sure you're drinking lots of water. Every day I get up, man, it's some kind of war. Thank you. Must be one of my moderators or something. Yeah, just saw the news. Mr. Putin threatening Christina Wagwan, Judah Lyon. Yeah, I'm here, man, waiting on my son to come out of this thing. 9:38. He's in his therapy. And I was just looking on the news and I saw where they're saying that Putin is threatening to nuke. Why is he America full of all kind of things, right? But you never see America trying to threaten to use a nuclear weapon. You see North Korea, but they full of. But Russia should know better, man. Right? They've been a nuclear power for a long time, and you ain't the only one. I just think they should dismantle all nukes, use it for space travel, and if you're gonna go to war, take your armies out somewhere, both countries away from civilian population, and go at it. Best man win, right? That's how I think war should be fought. Not in helpless civilian areas, man. Right? But armies to armies. Military men, military women again. That's what I that yes, yes. But the thing with that, he's not the only one in the black with a big stick. If he so if you swing at us, we're gonna swing back. And our allies and your allies. So guess what? Guess what? Nobody wins, man. In a nuclear, they got nukes, they got thermonukes, right? They got the one called EM electronic magnet EMP, right? Submarine, they got all kind of things, man. We don't want to see nuclear war, man. And if they go, just leave out the big weapons. Use conventional and go out there in the sea, go out in the desert, go at it. But don't destroy Earth, man. Where we gonna live? I'm sick of him. Always talking about nukes. Huh? You think you don't want a nuke? And that's what we don't want. The people in your country don't want no nuclear war either. You better think about them too. No, nobody. Some of them are, Christina. They all got the bunkers, man. Trust me, they're ready. But only, you ever watch 2012? If you're living and you don't have a bunker stocked up with enough food for at least 3 to 5 years, water, decontamination, gas mask, right? Tin stuff, right? Batteries, radios, generators. The and it's a I'm a survivalist, right? That's why everybody should have what is called a bug out bag, right? It's a bag for food and medicine, most of tin stuff, right? And a bag where like with radios, flashlights. And if you have enough money, build a underground bunker. Yes, they can. Depends on how deep it is. Because if you can Google it, if it's deep enough and you get some kind of warning and you're not near the initial blast and the sky turned certain, you gotta get inside, change your clothes quick, 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 shower up, don't go back outside for at least a week. Radiation travel on the wind and the dust, the radioactive dust. So in the bunker, you gotta have something that can filter the air. So it's they build them. Trust me, they got companies that build them. If you got the land, depends on the money you got. Mark Zuckerberg, he's one of those that they found out because he was trying to be slick down in Hawaii. He's got a mega bunker, complete with everything. Yeah, all of them got it. The government got it. That's why disaster movies is so important to watch because I watch a lot of them because is based um a lot of them is based off reality. Yeah. So you gotta have your you gotta have your survival thing. It could be a weather um it could be a weather occurrence, zombie. Hey, you gotta be weapons, ammunition, first aid. You got it. Well, how much longer you must stay in the bunker because isn't the land above going to be? And it depends on how far away from the initial blast you are. But if you got some kind of suit, you can go up like the next day. But you wouldn't want to be above ground for a while because radioactive sickness. And then there's a thing called nuclear winter, right? Because if there's a nuke going on and you just look like that, you will be blinded. Like if you're near and you wouldn't even near that light will blind you. And then you got the wind that comes off it. The wind, ash, dust, right? And if everyone who got a nuke fire back, the ashes go up into the what is called a stratosphere. Stratosphere. It doesn't go to space. It will circle, blocking off the sun, blocking off the sunlight, which will create nothing will be able to grow if it's that severe. Depends on the severity of the level and strength of the nukes being used. Cause they got some nuke that's not like and then you got the largest nuke is called Satan. Russia got it. The largest nuclear stockpile is held by Russia, and then us, and then it goes down the line. So everyone should have be prepared. Whether it's hurricane, earthquake, always have some kind of team good, some bags packed. You can rotate the stuff, especially the food stuff. I'll check it dates, use them up. You ain't gotta waste them, and put fresh ones in. Yes, what a fit. You can Google it. Anything you hear me saying, Google it, and you would see. Russia. He just sick me that all the while he wants to talk about you. He doesn't want to be reasoned with. He thinks the world. You're not a king guy. We're not living in the mid ages anymore. There's diplomacy, right? Doesn't want peace because if he goes for peace, he's gonna back in his country. He's gonna be look like he lost the war. Like the other day, I saw China drop some aid into the Gaza. I fully support that, man. And I'm not a political but I don't like to see human beings suffering. You know, all them kids, no water, famine, and they're cut off, and these people want to starve them off. That's wicked. And if they say they're people of God, which God? Look at what's happening to those people. They have a right to live too. They need to have peace. The land is big enough for both of them. That guy said he aims to control the strip, and countries better be prepared to receive him. So you're gonna what? Deport all those people? That's crazy, man. That's insane. I'm just sick of all this nuclear talk, man. That's why I want to be rich. If I was rich, I'd build my own bunker, stock it. Yeah, go down in there, do drills, stay down there for a week, test out the air filtration systems. Yeah, do scenarios because sooner or later, man, we're gonna have a nuclear war. Low grade, high grade, mid grade. Because the peace that lasted when the last World War, World War One, and you know where it's gonna start? Europe. Because Europe is the old world, the corrupt world that came from the Nephilim and all of them, the bloodline, right? If you really look into it. So you got to keep your body fit, you got to train up your family, and you got to get some type of radios. Google what is a EMP, electronic. Yeah, no, the bunker depends on the type of bunker. You can last for a while if you have one. I'm not talking about anything small sitting there shit. No, something you can have toilets, you can have showers. If you got the money, it's all about the money, my friend. No, you can't predict the grade, but if you get time, if you hear and you're prepared, you'll survive. That's what I'm trying to say. Whoever is um prepared will survive. Most people won't survive. Cause most of us ain't got no money for no, and you won't even know. They won't tell you. Cause it's gonna be mass chaos, mass panic, right? And then they got what is called hypersonic. You got supersonic and then hypersonic. You can be, yeah, because of, and Switzerland. If you Google it, Switzerland is the most prepared country as far as citizens. Yeah, they have citizens underground. I think London, England, they have bunkers too because they went through the whole when Hitler was bombing them. I think even in New York, I think the subways can be used as a nuclear shelter to a degree. But most people see hypersonic, you cannot hear it, you can't see it because it goes up to the edge of space. And then when it comes down with the speed of a fallen angel. Monstrous speed. Mach 5. Check it out. They building them. All of these major governments, they China, Russia, America. It's a race for air, land, sea supremacy. Who's got the biggest, the fastest? They're not thinking about ending world hunger, caring for the sick, homelessness. I heard that guy said he's gonna build tents to take care of the homeless and get rid of all the homeless. I don't see it. That's the one I don't see. He said he's gonna build 10 hospitals for them. Probably gonna be getting rid of them. Yeah. So people, gotta be prepared, man. You gotta do drills with your kids. If they're in school and something happened, establish somewhere where we can all meet up. You know, that's why you gotta have tin goods. Always have a lot of tin goods, toilet paper, rubbing alcohol, tin goods, cases of water, garbage bags, a first aid kit. Very important you have a first aid kit. Solar equipment. If the sun is blotted out, well, you're still gonna have some kind of sunlight anyway to charge phones. There's a radio. It's called an hand crank radio. I have at least two of them. Right? A bicycle. What? Don't need no gas. You got two of them in your place. You can maybe ride around the neighborhood. A pie, ammunition, because when things go though, when we say when dude hit the fan, even your neighbor will become your enemy because people gonna want food, shelter. They're gonna gang together, and they are gonna go. The strong will overcome the weak. Yes, peeps. Well, you want to survive. You gotta be strong. You gotta teach them. Make it fun. Make it fun because it's the reality we're living in. So you gotta have some radio. You gotta have like old school movies, VCRs, CDs, DVDs. Because if the grid go, I think down in Europe, somewhere in Europe, there was a power grid failure. Are you gonna watch Netflix? So it's good to keep the old VCR, old DVD player. Because if you got some kind of, say you got a generator, you can turn on your generator for an hour or two, have them watch cartoons or some kind of thing. And yeah, you never know. You never know. War is it's. Let me tell you something, Christina. Ever since the creation of this world, there's been war, and it will never stop because humans are warlike creatures, man. They are. We are. There's no. We are. I was gonna bring 2 bottles of water and only brought one. I exercise every day. Anyway, I got one orange. Yeah, I talk to my son. I talk to my kids. Cause you never know. And I keep in. I'm a person that I'm very. The hell? Come on, man. Nuclear war, germ warfare. There's all kinds, right? You got to stay prepared. You have to stay prepared and ready. You got some people, they call them doomsday preppers. Those are the people that's going to survive at least for a while, right? Makes me shiver when if you watch like old movies, documentaries on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan. Even now, there's a disaster called Chernobyl in I think it's in Russia too. Russia, yeah, a nuclear plant. Even now, the animals there's a lot of mutation. They're thriving, but some of them got 2 heads, 6 legs, 2 tails. Nuclear warming. Nobody wants it, and the leaders, because the leaders, the dear leaders, they have a way out. If there's a nuclear war, a part of the government of America will survive. Oh, sexy skull, what go on? Blessings, blessings. I got 2 of my moderators in here. We're talking about nuclear war and how to survive it. Yeah. Are you ready? Because even Jamaica, I think you're not Jamaica. Even Jamaica gonna have to deal with it, man. People start to revise their plans. Keep tin goods, radios, candles, flashlights, lighters. Tin goods is gonna be the best friend because if and solar to charge your batteries, charge a flashlight. Anything with solar is good. Yeah, anything with solar is good because every minute, man, is somebody talking about nuclear. What the hell? Russia. And I said before, America got its problems, but you don't see America going around threatening nuclear war. They'll do some other shit. They'll invade low key, but you ain't seen them threatening nobody with nuclear war. You don't need to cut out that shit, man. You're the only one on the fucking block with bomber clock nukes, man. He's getting my fucking nerves. Every time disagreement with that guy, it's nuclear. You think you're gonna survive a nuclear war, sir? Oh, you probably do, because y'all got y'all bunker underneath the sea, underneath the mountains. It's us, me, you. We're the one that's gonna suffer and die the most. These people are parasites, man. That's why I don't like politics. I don't go all out for no governments. I believe in money and the Almighty God and try to survive in whatever country I live in. Right? Right. Mm. It's a beautiful day. Gotta give God thanks for each day you wake up, right? Because every minute this guy coming with nuclear. Make sure y'all subscribe, peeps. We're on the way to 2,000 subscribers now. Sexy Skull, send your whole family come subscribe. Christina, all family. Judah Lion Lifestyle TV, U.S. Army retired military. So I know a thing or two. I've lived in a war zone 4 times, well, 5 times, even Kuwait. 2003, I was on the road in Iraq in the invasion of getting rid of Saddam Hussein. Yeah. So I know what it is to live in a war zone. I know what it is to put on mask and sweat. Yeah. I've lived in the desert for over a year. It's not a good feeling, man. It's not a good feeling. Every time I look around, is Russia threatening nuclear war. I'm sick of it, man. Every time he don't get his way or something, there's no diplomacy. There's no, you know, this guy trying to start nuclear war. Wish I could win the lottery, man. 20 million, 100 million, whatever million. I buy me. Now I just want one house. And underneath that house, I'll pick the land. And I'm going to build a bunker. I'm building the bunker first, then the house on top. I can stay in the house, go down in my bunker, come back up. Well equipped, well stocked for at least 10 people, maybe 15. But the more people you have, is the faster your resources going to be used up. So if you get warnings, people can bring stuff, and then we wait it out. World War III is coming. Mark my words. I gotta go now. So y'all have a blessed day. All right. Judah Lion Lifestyle TV. You don't know going global. One day I go down to Jamaica. I'm gonna be doing some vlogging down here. One love, one art. Here on yourself now, okay? Save and invest in the money. Make sure you're exercising, keeping your body ready and strong and fit. Never too old to start. All right? It's never too old. I'm 50 next month. When I cut off all this, I look younger. But that's what they say. Yeah, man. So just piss me off, man. Every time I look at this guy, beside North Korea, only King Jong, and he's a madman. That place is top. But you would expect better from Russia, nuclear. All the while they're coming with this fucking nuclear bomb like things, knowing that majority of Earth life on Earth will be wiped out. You're wicked, man. You're wicked. I know. I know. I know. What the hell? Yeah, that one got snapped off. Still working. Yeah, man. So as again, before I come off this live, peeps, have your emergency supplies ready. Right? Make sure your vehicle is in tip-top shape. That's why I like brand. This car here is a 2025. Another 6 years from now, I'm gonna trade it in and get another new one. If I can buy cash, I'll buy cash. If not, yeah.